So firstly, welcome to TPC Thought Process Conditioning. What is TPC? TPC is a very effective cognitive system that is based on the science of applied behavioral analysis. And the ultimate goal of TPC as a cognitive system program is to help people firstly become the control center of their mind, therefore becoming the control center of your life, and ultimately conditioning your mindset to become the person you want to become and live the life that you want to be living. Unfortunately, on planet Earth, there would be a huge amount of people who, number one, are not aware of the very thing that is governing their whole life, person that they're going to become, what they're going to achieve. It all begins and ends with the TMIs, what we call the thoughts and mental images that are processing in your mind. Because we firstly think in images. We think in mental images. If I was to say the word apple, what comes to mind? That's right, an orange, an apple. So because we think in images, mental images, it's important to identify by utilizing what we call TPC 2D, which is becoming the alarm system of your mind. That is TPC 2D. So the reason being is because of the many TMIs, thoughts and mental images, that are running on autopilot right now in your mind that are becoming your TMI patterns, your thinking patterns. And those TMI thinking or image patterns simply are a direct reflection of your life pattern. So the life that you're living now is because it's always congruent with the TMI patterns that are processing in your mind right now. And the goal with the TPC 2D is as the alarm system of your mind, that particular TPC cognitive tool will teach you how to identify thoughts and mental images, or mental images. Actually, from now on, I'm just going to say mental images because you understand now that we think in mental images, and TMIs are thoughts and mental images. So the TPC 2D as a cognitive tool will teach you to identify the mental images that are processing in your mind. Because if you don't, all these autopilot images running on autopilot will determine how you're going to feel, your behavior, and basically actions that you're going to take. So that is the first TPC mindset tool, which is TPC 2D. Identify. A lot of people don't do that. And all these images, and some neuroscientists suggest that over 50,000 plus are running actually on autopilot, popping into your mind. And I'm not too sure if it's every minute or every 2 minutes or every hour or every half an hour, who knows. But that is a lot of images popping in and out of your mind daily. So, but what you realize is that most of them actually are patterns running on autopilot, because you can't perceive 50,000 images popping in your mind every minute or every hour, can you? So I would suggest that based on high probability, a lot of them will be running on an actual pattern. And it's those thinking patterns that determine your life patterns. So identify. That's the key. In regards to TPC, becoming the control center of your mind is you, my friend, becoming first the alarm system of your mind. And that TPC, all the TPC tools that I'm briefly going to mention are on the TPC 4P online course, soon to be a PowerPoint offline course that will be this Wednesday in Johnsonville, 7 p.m. So if you're in the Johnsonville area tomorrow, 7 p.m., we are running a free TPC mindset workshop. So come along at 7 p.m. and it'll be the TPC 4Ps on PowerPoint. So what are the TPC 4Ps? So to put it to realize, in order to actualize that how TMIs begin and end within your heading idle. And Māori, that is within your brain, within your mind. And that's the key. A lot of people are not aware that, how does an image begin and end within the mind? So first of all, the TPC four P's are process. So images, mental images that pop into your mind, they simply want to process within your mind. One of the meanings of the word process is a series of actions taken in order to come to a particular end. So that is the goal or the mission of a mental image. And in regards to mental images, all is mental imagery, because if you look at everything that you can see, home, clothing, your car, furniture in your home, businesses, everything you see, walk into the warehouse, everything that has been made. The reason why I talk about the warehouse, because there's so much items in there, but they're all made by someone that began firstly as a mental image in that individual's mind. It's really everything you see. Burger King, KFC. I have no idea what I brought up. Burger King. You know why? Because I'm really hungry. I'm going to go and get that veggie burger. I'm a vegetarian. The reason why I don't eat meat is simply because of image. I see animals as beautiful living beings. Images that process in your mind, they become your perception. What your perception is simply a mental image that is currently held within your mind's perception. In other words, you as a consciousness and awareness, and your brain as a receiving station of thoughts and mental images, that's the difference. In regard to the mind and the mind is in the unseen world, which really everything actually begins. This is where it all begins, really. So your mind as you as awareness and a consciousness have the ability to perceive these images. And your brain as 3 pounds of kind of greyish gooey stuff, as a receiving station of thoughts and mental images. It's quite fascinating how the brain, it houses over, and I'll use the word houses, over 80 billion neurons. Okay, and those neurons are quite simply, they're specialized cells that transmit information throughout the mind and also the nervous system. So the brain has approximately 80,000 neurons that their neuron is a specialized cell that transmits information throughout the mind, the brain, and also the nervous system. And so when a mental image pops into your mind, based on the principle of neuroscience, is that mental images that sync in the mind, link in the mind, wire and fire in the mind. So every action you take, it fires those neuro pathways. And images that you feed the most, you're going to feel the most. One more time for your mind. Mental images that you're going to perceive or feed the most, you're going to feel the most. Incredible, right? So a mental image wants to process in your mind and become your overall perception. A perception can change in and out throughout the day anyway, as mental images do as well. So that perception really creates your reality to some degree. It's fascinating that actually the image that becomes your perception now becomes your reality. It's how you approach people. It's how you perceive money, growth, wealth, the whole thing. All right, so a bit off the topic, but it's a quickie already. So when you experience a experience, what an experience does, it creates images. And over time, that experience that you had now we deem as a memory. A memory is simply an image. So every experience that you have, you're creating images. And as you're moving forward in regards to time, those images now become memories. So when people go through traumatic stuff in life, whatever it is, what that does, it heightens the impression or deepens the impression of the image, because the whole 5 senses are involved, externally and internally and externally. So depending on the actual experience, whether good or bad, what heightens or builds or deepens the impression of the image is depending on the experience. So that's why people, when they experience some traumatic stuff, if they keep feeding that image, that's why counseling is kind of good and not good, because all you're really doing is it's good to talk about it, bringing up and talk about it, it's fine. But as long as you're changing the frame of that experience, and most certainly the image of that experience. images, okay, in regards to trauma. So don't forget, all is mental imagery and the conditioning of mental images that are processing in your mind. Why do I speak fast like that? Is because my battery could be going flat. So don't forget, mental imagery, all is mental imagery and the conditioning of mental images that are processing in your mind. So once that image is perceived as your perception, that image, and some neuroscientists will suggest that the mental images actually have the ability to morph into chemicals to affect your biology. Hence the reason what I mentioned before in regards to, but anyway, stay on track. So the 4 Ps, we're going on to the third P now, T.P.C. 4P, third P, which is project. So every image that you perceive in your mind, you're literally going to project that image in regards to, actually, like I said, information, energy. And Einstein's quote, referring to the quantum physics, quantum field, this is what Einstein said. He said that the sole governing agent of the particle, we made out of atoms and particles, is a quantum field. So that image that is projected from you into the field has the ability to materialize. Hence the saying or quote, what we visualize, we eventually materialize. And so now the image is projected from you in the form of information and energy, now becomes produced. So that's pretty much the beginning of a mental image. Simply wants to go through that system: process, perception, project, and produce. So it all starts firstly at T.P.C. 2D. Identify these images that are processing in your mind. The other 3 T.P.C. cognitive tools, very effective ones, are T.P.C. deep state. T.P.C. deep state is like meditation. Meditation means to become familiar with, and that will give you an opportunity to sit in a quiet place. I'm not that flexible, but I'm doing some yoga online very soon with Pacific Yoga Flow. Prevention is better than cure. All right. A lot of people, they go through, all of a sudden they get ill and sick and feel unwell, and some of them end up in hospital. Guess why? Because they wait till they get to that point before they change their behavior, till they change their thinking and eating habits. Don't do that. T.P.C. ultimate goal, my ultimate goal as a T.P.C. mindset coach and T.P.C. image coach is start utilizing these T.P.C. cognitive tools daily now to what? Condition your mindset. Condition. Either you're going to condition your mind, or your mind is simply going to condition itself. And that there, my friend, you don't want to leave it to the mind to condition itself, because the mind, basically, like anything, our body is prone to comfort. A lot of people are so conditioned to comfort that now that's become an absolute stronghold in regards to not only TMI patterns, but strengthening the neuro pathways. So it's going to take time to chip away at breaking away at the image patterns. What else? That's basically it in a shell of nuts. Is it shell of nuts? I say shell of nuts. So basically, if you want a good life, create the images. That's what you have to do. You truly have to just create images. But because every morning, I do T.P.C. reset every morning. And your words create images. Understand that? Your words create images. So when you say good words, you create good images. And those images are processed, perceived, projected, and produced. And so if you could be in a group, you go to one of those meetings I go to sometimes, and if you feel like energy is a bit low here, everyone's a bit gloom and doom. Why? What's processing in the heading order? What's processing in their mind? Well, they're not images of hope, faith, power, confidence, growth, strive, achieve. None of that's in there. Guess what? It's all the opposite of that, because they're like a feather, what they all flock together, that type of thing. So because it's called collective projection. So you get people in a group all processing the same TMIs, and they're projecting that energy. That's why you go to a T.P.C. workshop. Wow, my goodness, I feel good. As soon as I came in here, this thick energy of you can do it, positivity, love, peace, and power. Why? Process, conditioned minds that have been, basically utilizing T.P.C. tools daily. So T.P.C. as a very effective cognitive program is based on the science of applied behavioral analysis. helping people become the control centers of their mind, implementing T.P.C effective tools within their day daily to become the person they want to be, that you want to become, achieve all the goals that you want to achieve. The online course is available now, only $25, and $5 is donated to the Animal Sanctuary in Levin. She is a very dear friend of mine, Kathy. She looks after over 30 animals. Click the do the course. It's really great. It's really simple. I believe, if things can't be explained simple, then no one's going to take action. You're just going to be confused, and that person who's trying to be the tutor doesn't really know what they're talking about, right? So simple is the key. Absolutely. So the T.P.C T.P.C 4P online course, do the course. Really simple, $25, $5 donated to the Animal Sanctuary. And what else? And on that online course as well, it'll be updated all the time. You can go back to that course all the time, and you'll see new, sometimes you'll see new information on there, new videos and that type. So I'm always making things better and better and better and better and better, because that there is all about being a T.P.C mindset coach. So it has been a plum pleasure having the opportunity to share with you in regards to T.P.C. I wish you much success, and this is what I say every morning. Are you ready? Join me if you can. Of course you can. I know you can. Like Nike said, you can what? You can do it. Are you ready? I wake up every morning. Remember, your words create images, and those images are processed, perceived, and then projected and produced in your life. So this is what I say every morning. You ready? I am a divine energy of peace, power, and prosperity. All goodness, all health, all peace, all power, positive power flows to me. Yes, I can feel it flowing to me. And all goodness, all peace, power, prosperity, health, and positive power flows from me to help others. Every morning you say that, I tell you, you're going to feel good. Join, I'm going to set up our community group on the website as well, so you can lock into there basically every day. I'll be uploading videos every day now. My goodness, it's going to feel good to get into the arena of positivity and possibility. Positivity, and I've got to stop ramming, going on and on. Hey, have a blessed day. Much love. See you on at the workshop, or else online course. Do that. Great, only $25, or else personal coaching. Click the link below. Take care. Wishing you much success. Goodbye.